What's up guys, CJR here, back with another pickups video. Up this week I've got quite a bit of stuff, a lot of stuff that I picked up at the Waterloo video game swap. Just real quickly, I met a girl at the video game swap named Kylia. She's running a YouTube channel. She's trying to get funding for a documentary. There's a website, it's called She Got Game. It's all about women in gaming and the struggles that they face. She does interviews with female developers, collectors, store owners, gamers. And I just thought it was really cool. I'd love to see females in gaming. The percentage of the demographic is just very, very small, and it's always nice to see females taking an interest in gaming. So I'm going to leave a link to her. There's a video on her YouTube page that describes things far better than I can. So I'm going to leave the link right here below, and then also the Kickstarter link. So if you're a female gamer, please check it out. Even if you're not a female gamer, but you're just willing to support female gamers and more females getting into gaming, please just take a quick minute and check it out. Anyways, on to the pickups. So I picked up a few things at the Waterloo video game swap. First off, I didn't get any footage. I really should have in hindsight. I met a lot of great YouTubers, which is fantastic. The Game Hunters Are Us, Canadian Retro was there, Longshot, as always, Jason Relaxation, and Star Soldier 1, aka Airzonk World Champ, were there. Rerez, who I just recently subscribed to, and Epic Game Music. I'm going to try and I'll put all their links below. Epic Game Music, he's a fantastic guitar player, and he does just video game riffs of video games like Zelda and stuff like that, but it's really, really well done. I always respect people that can play an instrument like that. I always said, back when I was an athlete, that I would give up any ounce of talent that I had to, play an instrument even half decently. I wish I could play the guitar better than I could today. So like I said, I always have a lot of respect for people that are that good at playing an instrument, so feel free to check out his channel too. So anyways, I met all those guys. It was really fantastic. It was a beautiful day. The biggest turnout yet. 90 vendors, huge hall. There had to have been over 1,000 people packed into that hall. It was getting pretty hot at one point, but it couldn't have gone better. So I'll probably leave a link below to the VGCC website. They're the ones that run it, so I highly recommend. They do it twice a year. I think another one's coming up in September. So okay, that's all out of the way. Also, sorry, it's not all out of the way. I'm going to the Midwest Gaming Classic, for those of you who don't know. If anybody wants to meet up, I'll be there Friday around 12 o'clock. I should be showing, or Saturday 12 o'clock, right through till Sunday night. So the best way to get a hold of me is through Facebook. Just join the Facebook page and message me on Facebook. I won't have my cell phone access, obviously, but I should be able to access my Facebook page. So anybody that wants to meet up quickly and just say hello, I'd love to do that, or maybe go out for breakfast in the morning or something like that. So anyways, on to the pickups, and the first thing I'm going to start with that I forgot to show off last week is I made the jump to Skylanders. I've wanted it for a while. I really want to play this with my son. He's still a bit young, and it was pretty much confirmed the second I put it in. He kept pulling the character off the portal, so a little disappointed. I'd like to be able to sit there with him and hope that he would, watch. And he really likes, excuse me, when I tell him, okay, now you can switch the character, and he puts the other guy on. He likes doing that. So I picked this up brand new. Actually, I met somebody off Kijiji for $40. So it's the Xbox One version. I was really happy with paying that price. I'm definitely not going down the Skylanders road of buying figures for $25 for, I don't even know, is it 2 or 3 or 10, 15 for one? That's ridiculous. I can't do it. I mean, good for people who do. Like, it's just myself. Like, I got the Ninja Turtles thing going, and that's enough. So I don't want to go down that road unless I can find some used. But beautiful graphics. It's fairly simple beat 'em up, but I enjoyed it. I'll probably play it more, even without it, and draw fiddle with it. I'll quickly go through this. Another Ninja Turtles pickup. It's upstairs, obviously. Andrew's playing with it as we speak. But it's the Ninja Turtles Ninja Stealth Bike. You can see it there. This one's actually really cool. Again, found it on clearance, $15. There's been a lot of Ninja Turtle vehicles on clearance, so it's been nice picking them up. I think I said last video that I'm done with the vehicles, but I am a liar. I love those things too much. Here is a cool pickup, and this is going to be something I'm going to be playing in the summer during my during the kind of video game lull in my backlog. This was a 1 penny at Walmart on clearance, feel destroy kind of thing. I saw it on Red Flag Deals, which is just like Cheap Ass Gamer. Somebody mentioned it, and I just happened to see one there, and you wouldn't believe the hassle I had to go through. They called in like 2 managers. It took me like a half hour just to get a 1% guide, but I actually kind of wanted it. As I said, I want to play through that game, and I kind of like having the guide there just to go through and play it with. And I think it'd be a decent game for a guide. It's not an RPG, but I think it'd be a cool game to use the guide with. Not necessarily to cheat my way through or anything like that, but just I always find it kind of cool to use it as kind of a companion thing. I'm not sure if I showed this off, but I made a trade, or I picked this up used, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. It's short, and I had heard it was short, 2 hours, but I just thought that was maybe somebody's speed run that they beat in 2 hours, but I've heard about people beating this in like 8 minutes. Basically, you rescue 2 people and the game's over. This should have been a free demo, to be honest. Here in Canada, this costs $34.99. That is just complete robbery. I paid $20 for it, so I don't feel like I was that ripped off. I'm happy with the amount of content, I guess, for $20. Still not great, but it was kind of nice to check out the new world and the new graphics engine, which is beautiful. Everything's great. The one complaint I have is I've seen it done before, and I'll talk about it with the next game coming up here. Is the rain kind of the graphics when it's raining? It looks like they have all been dipped in Vaseline. It's kind of like that unrealistic sheen that they have on them. It really kind of gets to me. The water on the ground is fantastic in this game, and it rivals some of the best. Which is the best is up next in terms of rain graphics rendering. Yeah, it just kind of has that dipped in Vaseline kind of sheen to all the guys, and that really kind of gets to me. But other than that, it's beautiful. As I said, $20, played through it, beat it, and I'm probably going to play through it again, so I guess it does have some replay value. Next up, I picked up Infamous Second Son. Buddy of mine, Volmer Nader, he's on YouTube, Volmer Nader. He's quite the guy. He came with me to the Waterloo video game swap, and he bought this brand new for $60. There was a vendor there that was selling brand new games at pretty decent, good prices. $60. This runs for $69.99 right now in Canada, so $60 taxing is a good deal. And he also bought Yoshi's Island for $35 taxing, so he was really happy. Anyways, he beat the game in 4 days, so I gave him $35 for it, which is more than the local store that he trades at, so I told him I'd give him more. So I'm really happy for that. For $35, definitely happy to get this. I was going to pick it up day one. Some of the reviews scared me off, and so I just decided to wait and pick it up used. And speaking of rain rendering or rain graphics, this is the best rain I've ever seen in my entire life. It takes place in the Pacific Northwest, which is one of my favorite places in North America. I haven't been to Seattle, but I've been to Vancouver Island, which is pretty much the exact same thing. And it's just absolutely beautiful, going from the mountains, rainforest really, and right into the city. They've got a bit of everything. They got, the sea out there, the massive mountains, and like I said, rainforest. So it's really beautiful. I love that area of the country. So it was nice to play a video game out in that setting. And I played, I'm at about 20%. I played 3 hours or so last night. I think it takes about 15 hours to beat, but I'm really enjoying it. The graphics are absolutely fantastic. A little bit of the Deadeye situation. The facial animations aren't great, but the city, the lights, the neon looks fantastic. I'm really happy with that. I'm actually really enjoying this. for I beat the first one, and I only played about an hour of the second one, which is really killing me. I wish I would have beaten that one before this, even though you don't really need to know. It's a new character. But I'm really enjoying that. Let's see. Oh, okay, so same guy, my friend Volmer. Volmer's a guy I knew from high school. I'll leave a link to his channel below, and if you want to see an interesting channel, go check him out. He does video game raps. I think he's got a couple up there. He likes to rap, so maybe I'll post a link to one of those if you feel free to check that out. Be nice though. Anyways, he traded his Xbox One, and I kind of helped him do it for a PS4. He's a huge MLB The Show fan, so he had to get a PS4, which I kind of understand because I can't wait for the show. I love playing that game. Anyways, in the deal, there was a PS4 controller cradle, and he was nice enough to let me keep that for helping him out. Let's see here. Actually, he also gave me this Wii Party U box, just a box, but eventually I'll grab the game, and I already have a controller, so it's nice to have that display box, because they tend to disappear and you never find them again. So I picked up Yoshi's New Island as part of the Future Shop deal that I've mentioned a few times during the E3 deal in the summer. If you pre-order 3 or more games, I think I pre-ordered something like 20-something games, you get 33% off, so this ends up being like $26. So for DS games and Vita games, it was fantastic. I get them all for $26, which is fantastic. Otherwise, I probably would have waited on that. I played about 2 hours. It's good. It's Yoshi's Island. It's no different than the first. Maybe that's why I'm not that excited about it. It's kind of just more of the same. Best Buy had a deal on their used games, 25% off all used games. So I picked up Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. It got decent reviews. I just kind of wanted something new to play on the Vita, and I decided to go with the Vita version because I think the graphics are a bit better on the Vita as opposed to the 3DS. And it was $10, so not a bad deal there. And then as filler, I picked up Thundercats. I've seen this game here and there in the bargain bins. This was only $2.50. I played a bit last night, and it's a pretty generic side-scrolling beat-em-up. But it's the Thundercats, so you get to use the Thundercats sword, and there's powers, and all the characters are there. It's worth picking up for under $5. It's a decent game. It's an okay game, I should say. Let's see. Connect Sports Rivals. That's another one I picked up with that Future Shop deal. It was supposed to be out during the launch. Microsoft, in my opinion, are complete morons for not releasing this during launch week. To make people buy the Kinect and have basically no software for it, this had to come out launch day, and I can't believe that they let it slip this far back. This game's probably going to do absolutely terrible. This will be in the bargain bins in no time, which is why it's still sealed, because I don't think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to return it and get it cheap down the road. It's just, my theory lately is if I don't have to play it this second, like if it's a game where I don't want to get home and play it right away, I'm not buying them anymore. I'm going to wait till they get used, or till they're used. That being said, I only paid $40 instead of $60, but that's, to me, I'll buy this when it hits around $20. Just, there's too many games that I buy and I just don't get to right away that they lose value, and if I would have picked it up 2 months later, I would have paid half the price. So it's a smart tactic in my opinion. Okay, these are the Waterloo video game swap pickups. I was there with Volmer again, and I got a package deal. He got Kid Icarus, which he really wanted, and I picked up Cave Story 3D for $25 total, so we split it, so $12.50 each. This game's getting a little hard to find, I believe, and to me, from what I've heard, this is kind of the definitive edition, the 3D version. I played 3 or 4 hours of this, and it's really good. I played it on the PC before, but this version's really nice. I think there was a slipcover that was supposed to go with that hologram slipcover. I really wish I had it, but it's a game that I've wanted for a while, so I'm pretty happy to find that. I picked up. Really happy to get these. I played this RPG on my GBA. It must have been when it first came out, because in my head I was thinking that I was a teenager, but then I looked at the back of the box and it said like 2001, so I was actually 20. I remember playing my GBA, the original version, and this is one of the few games that I had. Anyways, it's Golden Sun on the GBA. It's a really good RPG. I've been playing a lot of video games, a big variety. I put about 5 hours into this, and it brought back a lot of great memories. I don't think I ever beat it back in the day. I can't really remember. A lot of wordy dialogue, which can be a little tedious. The graphics are really nice. The sound is fantastic. Turn-based RPG. It can be a bit of a chore at times, but it's still worth playing. I believe it's coming out on the Virtual Console, or I heard that, but it probably will be coming out now that they're doing GBA games. And then I also picked up Golden Sun: The Lost Age. These are both mint and complete. So I got these from Jason Relaxation. I'll leave a link to his channel below. It's another Canadian YouTuber, and he gave me a good deal. I traded him for a copy of Call of Duty on the PS4, and I think I gave him $10. So I don't know. These are probably $20 each, I'd say. So I'm pretty happy with that. 2 games I didn't have either. So, and then the last two here are 2 games that Retro Hunters R Us Josh gave me, which I'm really grateful for. People that might laugh, but anytime I find a game that I don't have, it makes me very happy. This is Dance Dance Revolution Ultra Mix 2. And it's a Xbox exclusive, so that's great. I'll go right into my collection. I have part 1, and he noticed I didn't have part 2, so he was nice enough to give me that. And he also gave me a sealed copy of Broken Sword: The Sleeping Dragon. And I think this is this is a remake. This actually looks really cool. It looks like a remake of the old point-and-click adventure game, I believe it was. But it looks like the graphics have been updated. I remember it was more cartoony. Anyways, it's sealed. I don't know if I'll keep it sealed, because I kind of want to check it out. And it's from Zellers. That's an old school Canadian store that got taken over by Target. So that's it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something again. I do this every time. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and as I said, I'll be at the Midwest Gaming Classic, so if anybody's going to be there, let me know. And check out Kalia's website, She Got Game. Like I said, I'll post a link below. There's a quick video that sums up everything that she's trying to accomplish, and just please check that out if you are willing to support female gamers. If you're a female gamer yourself, you should definitely check it out. And if you feel like doing it, then donate to the Kickstarter. Any amount of money will help. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Later.